flies. I think it'd be enough with this, a little wallet with a few flies. I started out as a professional fly tyer, and soon I actually got really got to me how a fly should swim. And you know, the key here is that the fly is all the fish should see. If you do it right, they shouldn't know you're there. They will see that fly. And I think that the more they swim, the more alive they look, the better it is. I said that a good fly should look like it will come up and bite the leader and swim off by itself. Then it's a good fly. But you know, it's madness. You think this is enough? No. I carry around 1,000 flies every day on a river, which of course I only fish a few. It's a bit crazy. After a while, it was not possible for me to supply everybody that wanted to have my flies. So we moved production into Thailand. And during a few years, I trained these girls on how to tie my flies. And it's actually like this. They are not allowed to decide how many turns of thread. They know that it should be this amount of tying thread, the feather should be like this, the material like this. And instead of paying them per fly, we decided to pay them good salary and maximize how many flies they were allowed to tie. That way, quality went straight up, and I would say that what we have today is the world's by far best commercially tied salmon flies. And we have the program's been like everything else, it's been growing, and we started what we today call the classic series, which is a tube with a half turbo, which gives a medium thick profile. We have then the classic flies, which is not my patterns. It's flies like Green Highlander and Jock Scott and Dunkel and Butcher and all these really classic flies, many of them coming from here on the Tweed actually. We have the long, slimmer flies, the Samurais. It's also my design, but it's a slimmer fly with a longer profile. We have what I fish most is TTTs and BTTs. It's basically a classic design tied on a TTT, which is a tungsten turbo tube, or the BTT, the brass turbo tube, two different weights. I very often carry 3 wallets like this, one with TTT, one with BTT, and one with loose bodies. Then I can do whatever I want on the river. What do we have more? We have the smaller flies, the micro series. They fished with loose hanging body, and we have the nanos that are even smaller. We then do a series of pig flies. We have a rubber turbo series where the cone is made of rubber. This mostly because there are certain places in North America where it's not allowed to use cones. So flies is it's been my life. It will still be. I always tie flies for my trips, and I still haven't actually caught a salmon on a fly I haven't tied myself, but maybe one day when I get old and lazy, maybe. So this is part of it, and I got a little selection of flies from Angling Active here on the flies that are the ones that sell best in the shop, and you could see it's the humus colored flies like the Willigan and the Patagorvas in flames and those flies in different different designs. And maybe I should say a little bit about that. I think the profile of the fly is important. That's why we have different cones on different series to go from the slimmer fly to the fat classic fly. And everything from this tiniest little 5mm wing to our biggest flash wings, which are up to close to 20 centimeters. And they're all tubes. Why tubes? Well, tubes was to avoid the big singles, to be able to tie a big fly without it being too heavy or dangerous to cast. But today, I would say a little nano tube of 5mm is lighter than the same fly tied on a hook. It's also gives you a better variation where you can change the color of the hook, and you can change also the size of the hook. And if you break a hook, the fly is not damaged, you just change it. I think tubes have very big advantages to the hooked flies. And to be honest, it's very few times I myself tie on a hooked fly. Now I fish tubes. They are the answer to everything I want on a fly. And again, it's how they swim. It's the fish that will judge. Is it good or isn't it good enough?